What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I will be doing a definitive guide to securing your financial future. If you're new here, just make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon for the latest finance, crypto, investing, trading insights. And today we'll be delving into the exciting world of crypto with 10 powerful tips for investing and trading. So please stay tuned to the end of the video and don't forget to check out our main site, decentralized.news. So the first tip on our list today, without wasting any time, is obviously just understanding the basics. This is something that a lot of people just overlook. The number one tip is to just make sure you understand the things that you get involved with. So cryptocurrencies essentially do operate on a blockchain, which is this technology based on distributed or decentralized ledgers that maintain a network of computers or nodes, and cryptos are actually not governed by central banks, which is the distinguishing factor here, making them immune to government manipulation to a large extent. So learning about the technology and how it can improve your life will give you a solid foundation for investing your money. That is why that is the number one tip, just to make sure you understand the basics. In order for you to do that, you can go check out our beginner guides on our main site. You can also check out my book, Blockchain Applied, which does give you real insights on how distributed ledgers work. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is for you to ensure that your portfolio is adequately diversified. So this is the second tip, very important as well. Make sure you diversify your portfolio, or diversify rather, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. So investing rather in a range of digital assets can maybe actually help you to reduce your risk. As of my knowledge, I would say that having mainstream blue chip assets such as Bitcoin or Ethereum are key to a basic portfolio. But the more that you start to understand the ecosystem, the more you can maybe dive a little bit deeper into other assets based on their use cases, and making sure you are getting the right insights, because if you do end up investing in the wrong thing, you are guaranteed to lose your money. I've seen many people do this. So diversification, on the other hand, as well, does not guarantee any profits. So make sure this is something that you understand, but it does maybe just make sure you're protected against market volatility. So that's number two. Number three is making sure you do your research before you invest. On Decentralized News, we've got a research tab where you've got all the tools that you'll need to be able to make sure you're getting the right information. We've got guides, reviews, explainers, so that while we actually play with these technologies, we share our insights on which ones are good, what is the upside, what is the downside. So making sure you're doing your own research is very key. Analyze things such as maybe the crypto supply, that is the asset that you're willing to actually put your money in, its demand, its use case, the team behind it. Use credible sources for your research, like I said, Decentralized News being one of those, and there are a ton others that you can find online, but make sure you're doing your due diligence. Okay, so make sure you also read if it's a project, if they've got a white paper, does it make sense? Do the concepts actually look feasible in terms of whether they can deliver on their promises? Also check reputable news sites and objective forums. Knowledge is power. So that is number three on our list. Number four is to just make sure you guys start small. Okay, don't just ape in and make sure you don't pretty much invest all your money or money that you need to survive on a day-to-day basis. Investing is usually something that you should at least have a long-term sort of a horizon on, and make sure you're keeping your emergency fund, your day-to-day expenditure to the side and separate from the portfolio that you want to invest or trade. Okay, because there are risks with that. So starting small is key, and making sure you're making smart strategies with how you actually start to get into the market, because having exposure can line you up for greater returns if you make the right calls. Having no exposure at all means no risk, no reward. Number 4. So number 5, make sure you are prepared to stomach the volatility. The crypto markets are very volatile. They operate 24/7, unlike traditional markets, that is the stock markets, etc. So, news, regulations, market sentiment can shift from second to second. So this is something that you should just be aware of. For example, during 2021, Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap, saw swings of between 20 to 30% in single days. Sometimes you have to be prepared for these ups and downs. That is number 5. Okay, so number 6 is learning about market trends. Okay, so make sure that you understand the trends. Cryptos often follow patterns and trends. Bullish periods can lead to crypto euphoria, and you have to be wary of this as well. So buying the bottom when the sentiment is very low, people aren't interested in cryptos, is very like a wise strategy to take, and selling when there's mass hysteria and just too much excitement that has no real fundamental basis. So what goes up must come down, what goes down will eventually go up if it is a sound asset. So remember that, and making sure you take advantage of the lower prices, especially while we're still at these bottoms. This is a good time to start really doing your work in terms of your asset selection. So that's number 6. Number 7, beware of scams. Of course, this is something that is very prevalent in the crypto markets, from Ponzi schemes to fake ICOs to scams from hackers. Unfortunately, this is all part of this industry and many other industries. Of course, always make sure you verify the credibility of the sources, and you never make any mistakes as far as your passwords or your private keys. Make sure you keep those secure. The real advantage of digital assets is obviously this non-custodial nature, where you can actually hold your own private keys. So make sure you keep your security top level, because if you do lose your digital assets, there's really no authority you can go to necessarily to just make sure you can get that done. A lot of people in a lot of places aren't even aware of how crypto works, so make sure you are staying protected. Okay, on decentralized news, I've actually done guides on how you can actually protect yourself from hackers as well. So number 8 is just to consider long-term investing, because playing the markets on a day-to-day basis, if you're not somebody who's very skilled at doing that, can be disastrous. Okay, so make sure you consider what we call hodling, which means pretty much hold on for dear life, a strategy where you can hold assets for long periods of time, especially if they have real good fundamental value, regardless of the volatility. According to 2021 statistics by Chainalysis, approximately 60% of Bitcoin supply is actually held by long-term holders. A lot of the people that lose money are the people that come in, and when the market is really, really good and there's all these good stories about crypto, everything seems to be going up, and as soon as the market starts to retracing, they sell at a loss. Don't be one of those people. Okay, so number 9, just embrace a decentralized finance. Okay, so DeFi is an ecosystem where you can borrow, lend, trade, earn interest without any central authorities. Removing these intermediaries just gives you a better yields than traditional banking, because I have to be paying a lot of middlemen. So DeFi is the future. Like I said, I've just spoken about non-custodial ownership of your assets, making sure you're your own bank. DeFi allows you to do this. So if you want to know more, go check out my new book, DeFi Millionaire. You can go to defi-millionaire.com. It's a free book that I made sure everybody is included, because DeFi is really for the people. I want you to really get to grips with all these concepts, and there you go. Make sure you check out the link in the description. On top of it, the last thing is to make sure you're staying updated, checking out the best newsletters, the best sources for information. Like I said, Decentralized News offers all of this on our main site. We've got all things from NFT marketplaces, DeFi platforms, cryptocurrency exchanges, anything and everything that you need to know about crypto you can find on decentralized.news. And just lastly, guys, just remember that unlike traditional banking, which relies on third parties for investing for you, for example, and often charging you high fees, cryptocurrency does offer this path to financial freedom just by enabling the peer-to-peer transactions that actually offer the reduced costs and also open financial services. So investing in crypto is not just a trend, it's a financial revolution. So you always have to be aware of that. It can be a path to passive income, an opportunity for substantial returns, most importantly, a step towards financial freedom. So there you have it, guys, 10 useful tips for investing and trading in crypto. Remember, the future of finance is already here, and it's digital. If you found this video useful, make sure you give us a thumbs up, share your thoughts, leave a comment below, and make sure you check out the links in the description to the platforms that I do recommend people trade on. Typically, these are non-custodial platforms where all you need is pretty much a mobile or Web3 wallet, and you can pretty much start going without any risk to your own assets being held by another intermediary like these normal exchanges that we typically use, the big ones, the Binances, the OKXs, the KuCoins of this world, which are pretty good as well, but you have to just understand the inherent risks that come with those centralized parties. Go check out the links to GMX, GNS, which is Gains Network, Apex Protocol, SYN Futures, MUX. These are all non-custodial platforms that you can trade today and get started on your financial freedom journey. Like I said, don't forget to go to defi-millionaire.com and check out my latest book. It's free. You've got no excuse to get in with this revolution. Let's go crypto to the moon. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.